Welcome back to Sushimi's house. I'm your loving host, Master Sushimi, joined today by my sweet sibling, Ice Bubbie.
Hello.
We're back with some more Horizon Forbidden West, and now the moment we've all been waiting for. Over 100 episodes in the making. I'm gonna open this container.
Rich meat.
You know what? That's actually a
That's
good
pretty-
haul.
that's a pretty good
I was
fucking
fully
haul.
expecting it to be like
2 pennies.
like spoiled beef and yeah, 2 pennies to rub together.
No, like literally 2 pennies, and it's like we don't even have this currency anymore.
Right, like that's not that doesn't even exist in this game. Like, what happened?
No, hello? Yeah, no. I forgot what I was saying.
Haven't we all?
Oh god.
That sounded rude. I mean, like, haven't we all forgotten what we were saying from time to time?
No, I know.
Not haven't we all forgotten the stupid thing you were saying?
No.
Which is how it sounded.
I know. I knew what you meant. But then
Thank
I laughed
you.
because I remembered a thing you said last night. Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh God.
So
Sorry, everybody, for what's about to happen.
So we were here at the house, and our mom was doing that sarcasm thing, or not even sarcasm. It would be sarcastic, but definitely snide. Like, Sush got. Oh, actually, this is a cool thing we're talking about first, which is that you got a record player.
Yes, I did. I finally
yeah.
bought a record player. We talked a little bit about this in Kirby. We talked about
That's
this
right.
briefly.
I forgot. Oh well.
But yeah, I also got a free record with it, and I have Lizzo's "Cause I Love You," and I played it the other night. It was very fun.
Yeah. But the record player arrived first. Sush very excitedly opened the container that had the record player, and then left the container just lying around in the living room. Now our mother.
No. The record, not the record player.
I'm sorry. The record, not record
Yeah,
player.
and it was just like a little sleeve. You know,
Like a little
not a
cardboard
big
sleeve,
deal.
not a big deal. But you know, our mother is a clean woman. She does not like her shit fucked with. So, you know, a day or two later, when she was
There it is.
less busy, she
I was doing
with
something.
work, she was like, why'd you leave this like record sleeve?
She started off nice. She was like, "Do you need this?" I was like, "No." She's like, "Are you gonna throw it away?" Also, no, because I knew the direction she was going in.
She like gestured like
She did this like aggressive shrug,
you know,
like what's your problem? More
Yeah,
so
like-
than what do you mean?
like what's your fucking problem?
Yeah.
And something about how she did that shrug, mind you, I'm bending over to pick up a much bigger cardboard box that the record player actually was in, because I have a coworker who's moving, so I'm like trying to gather boxes for her to help her so she doesn't like pay for them if she can help it. And as I'm bending over to do this, Sush just like nonchalantly goes like, "Doesn't our mother look like Danny DeVito sometimes?" I was like, "Excuse me?" Actually, not even. I didn't even have time to say excuse me. I just laughed. I just follow. I mean, how are we gonna follow? We're already here. Whatever. Anyway, I just like bent over and laughed so fucking hard.
Uh-oh. Company.
Expect you to. This sucks. There's so many of them.
Yeah.
What if I just don't? What are you gonna do? Jump on here? Oh shit.
Hey, don't give him ideas, please.
I know. I realized after I said it. Just what does our mother look like?
Why?
Oh no.
Oh God.
This actually looks a little cinema-esque.
That was godlike. Oh.
The big dive into death. I'm trying to look at the exact wording of your text because it really did kill me twice, because then this morning I went to text Sush something and then I saw the text and died. Does mom ever look like Danny DeVito to you? That's what Oh, and then so of course I laugh. Like,
And I
choke
also
laugh.
start laughing.
Then Sue starts laughing even harder, and our mother is like, "What?" And before I could even debate to myself, like, should I not tell her? He puts me in a like pseudo chokehold, not actual chokehold, like not actually hurting me.
Almost like a hold me back.
Like a hold me back, and like starts dragging me backwards away. And I'm just like, but we're like laughing so hard, and she's like, "What the fuck?" And then he's like, "Don't hurt your sister." Like, I'm not hurting her. My arm's not even around her neck. And then, like, whispers quietly to me, like, "Shh, it's okay, just go." I'm like, what?
No, it was like, don't choke her. And I was like, I'm not choking her. Like, my hand is nowhere near her throat. It's like across her chest. It's cool. While like choking back tears, laughing. And then she's like, well, you know your sister chokes on spit a lot. Like, chokes on her
I
own
missed that
spit.
part. I mean, she's right, but...
Yeah, and so I was like, no, it's fine, that won't happen. And that's when I was like, go quiet.
Yeah, that is unfortunately something that does happen to me.
Which we found a fix for.
Yeah, but I will say the last time it happened to me, I panicked real bad, and I felt pretty dumb after, because I was like, I really was about to fucking drop dead because I was in panic mode. It happened at the gym. I was at the gym by myself. I was on the treadmill. I took a very small sip of water, as I tend to do because I know I have this thing where I will choke. So I was like, let me just especially on the treadmill when I'm moving, I try to very calmly take sips of water, because it's like I'm thirsty, but I obviously don't want to hurt myself. I choked, and I immediately turned off the treadmill because I was like, okay, this is happening. And I thought, like, okay, it's one of those times
That
where
was a clean kill, my guy.
I was like, that was one of those times where I can very easily clear it, like no big deal, just like deep breaths through my nose and it'll go away. And then I tried that and I couldn't breathe through my nose or my mouth, and I was like, oh fuck me. So I saw a machine and I thought about doing that thing where I like bang my own like kind of solar plexus to like help. But then I was like, what if that's not good enough? So I ran down the stairs, because this gym I go to, the cardio's on the second floor. And there wasn't a lot of people. There was like nobody else on the second floor doing cardio for once. And I was like, great. Like ran down and I like start kind of panic. Mind you, I'm like actively making choking sounds. I'm doing the like international choking, like the hands to the neck thing. Nobody is like coming. And in my head, I was like, gym staff know CPR. And then I was like, wait, do they know CPR? Because that was my thought process. I was like, I'm just gonna go find somebody who knows CPR, you know? And then as I started walking toward them, I'm like, do they know CPR? I don't know that they know CPR. And I was like, and then my vision starts to fucking blur, and I was like, oh my god, like I'm really. And then at this point, I was like, find a machine, just find a machine and start doing the thing to yourself. But then it cleared on its own. So I was like, we're good. But then afterward, I was like, I should have just fucking banged on the machine first thing. Like I shouldn't have even waited. Because, nobody was even remotely aware that I was choking. A guy made eye contact with me and just kept going. And I, like, went to turn to be like, no, please help me. But then I was like, I don't know if he knows CPR. I just don't know.
Or the Heimlich maneuver.
Or the Heimlich, rather. Yeah, not CPR necessarily, but yes, Heimlich. So, anyway.
In here. Okay.
Besides that scary time, typically it's not that bad. It happens and, like...
I feel like I learned that from our cousin.
Yeah, you did. You did. Because I think he at some point was just... I forget how he's even talking about it, but he was like, you know, if you don't have somebody around to do a Heimlich on you, you self-Heimlich close thing you can, which is just like banging your solar plexus against some sort of furniture. Preferably something that can kind of replicate the shape of a fist. So for instance, like... Or some sort of... Like, for instance, you typically... since you don't know the Heimlich, you'll just... This sounds terrible... shove, but like not shove, but like guide me to a sofa and then just have me do it against the armchair.
Yeah, or I'll shoulder check your the middle of your chest.
You did do that one time and it worked.
Not one time. I've done that multiple times.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
that's
several times.
Actually, usually that's my go-to over finding furniture because that takes time.
Yeah.
If I'm in front of you and I see what's happening, I can just put my shoulder into your not your stomach, but like just above it, and like we're golden.
Yeah. And it's effective. So
it might not clear an actual choke, but like
it helps. And again, I have found sometimes I'll panic because I'm like, oh, all right, I'm choking, but then I'm like, wait. It's like I just breathe through my nose and I'm like, oh, I can still breathe. Like, okay, I can breathe through my mouth. It's fine.
That guy's fixed.
Sweet. Give us that fucking... Give me the fucking money!
The shockwave will break it free.
okay.
Gotta find how to get on the tall neck.
Beef this.
Immediately. Whee! So anyway, don't choke.
If you can help it.
If you can help it. If you do, and you're alone,
Try
not to panic.
Self Heimlich. I'm sure something will come up.
Like a real thing, yeah. Also, this is not medical advice. Please don't at me. Don't use this against me. I am not functioning as a provider. I am just here watching someone play a video game. Yeah, I don't know why that happens to me.
Nothing.
I've had people be like, "Oh, you just like aren't careful," and it's like, I literally am the most careful because I know it happens to me so much. Like, and I will say, I have like things that are more likely to cause it. Like, I fucking love buffalo sauce. If that or any sort of food is too vinegary, that can cause it, which is a shame because I tend to like vinegary foods. I like buffalo. I like balsamic vinegar and vinaigrette. It's like a dressing. It's my favorite salad dressing, and I eat that type of salad like 3-4 times a week. Right. So like,
it worked.
But you know, I'm careful. I don't use a lot of dressing with buffalo-based things. If it smells too strong, I'm like, you know,
small bites.
Yeah, small bites.
Don't sniff it too good.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I have had it happen where, like, if I inhale accidentally as I go to put it in my mouth, like, not it goes down my windpipe, just I inhale.
To breathe some fresh air.
That is a beautiful view.
Wow, I love it.
But if I goof on, like, the order of operations, I will just, like, have a coughing fit.
Yeah. And I will say,
oh boy,
only twice has it been like a really bad choke where I couldn't breathe through my nose or mouth. And the first time it happened, actually our cousins were in town and them two and our dad were in the living room with me. I happened to be in the kitchen making a tuna sandwich, and y'all, I didn't even choke, like, not on tuna, not on, like, I had nothing in my mouth. It wasn't even like I took a breath. I was making the tuna. And I just went to breathe. And then suddenly I was like, I can't breathe. But I was like, it's okay. It's the choking thing. So my dad heard me make the usual, like, noise. And he was like, oh no, oh no. And they all just literally kind of stood and looked at me. But, you know, normally I can handle it. So I waved them off. I waved them off. I'm like, I'm okay. But then I went to breathe through my nose and I was like, nothing's coming through. And then at that point, Dad said I went white. Like I got scared and panicked and was like, oh my god, no. And I think Dad at that point just like took me, did one like big like shove or something, and I was fine.
There's another salvage camp that we can go to.
Oh, cool.
Okay, that I think that gives us a little bit of direction of like where we can go.
Yeah. I know you were saying that you were wanting to go for a shorter one. No pressure from my end. The room is not warm yet. It shouldn't get warm necessarily because it's nighttime, but like, I know also you didn't have a fantastic work day, so like,
yeah, honestly, like, the game has been treating me well. I think the game's like, listen, I know we usually aren't friends, but like,
the game's
you've
like,
had a tough day.
Like,
let's cool it.
Yeah, game's like, yeah, you
and
know what?
I appreciate and respect that. So I'm just gonna vibe for a little bit. I still don't want to go crazy long, just because I do think it is gonna get hot.
I know.
I don't know. It's getting dark out.
I know, but
I can't
it went up
see
1
that.
or 2 degrees, which isn't terrible, all things considered. Yeah. I mean, I'm cool with whatever.
You saw me.
I'm chilling. Yeah. What the fuck? Can you keep your eyes to yourself?
Honestly, that's harassment.
Truly.
And also heresy.
Okay, ready?
Somebody online was, this is nothing, but somebody online was doing the breakdown of like heresy versus blasphemy versus apostatism.
Okay.
I thought that was just like a really interesting, neat distinction to like have.
I mean, yeah.
So yeah, look it up, folks.
I mean,
I don't actually know it too well. I think blasphemy is like an act against. Hold on.
Blasphemy is a act against a religious figure, I would assume.
Right. I think heresy is an act against God. Blasphemy is an act against, like, to say, for example, the Pope is not the true Pope because I say so. I think that is blasphemous.
Don't look too good. Must be the one.
And then
that's not
apostatism, or being an
I should see if
apostate,
they're okay.
is basically to just be like, fuck this, I leave the church.
Which is wild because the word is so close to like apostle.
Yeah.
So I'm like, It's kind of like in Japanese, the whole kawaii versus kowai.
Yeah. Words that sound like other words, man.
Do you need help?
Those cicadas
Wish
are
I could say we've
popping
been
off.
through worse, but I doubt any salvager has had this much bad luck on a single expedition.
Salvagers. You part of Karif's crew?
Yes. Didn't think we were that well known.
I want his good
So
armor,
you came here to
apparently.
make some armor. It doesn't look
Man,
like
you can
things
see the
went according
desert
to plan.
lights. That's so awesome.
Ooh.
You could
Little
say
like
that
thing
We need
that
to
we
go back and
activated.
visit.
Thought I had it
I'd
made
love
when
to,
we
yeah.
found some prime rollerback salvage out here. Then came the sandstorm, blew away most of our gear, and ran us right into a camp full of angry Tenakth. We fled, but by the time the storm died down, we found ourselves here with half our food gone, open to attack by machines and Tenakth alike.
Sounds
That's
like
rough,
I could
buddy.
use a hand. I'm Aloy.
Yeah.
Runda, I can't ask you to help for free. How about I hire you to get us what we need? Draw up some contracts.
I'll take
you
it.
don't have to.
Wouldn't be a proper salvager if I didn't. Won't take no for an answer.
I can respect that.
Okay, I appreciate it.
You mentioned this place is exposed to attack. Is there anything you can use to set up a perimeter?
We know there's a bellowback hanging around some ruins
Bellowback.
near here.
Yeah.
Take it down without damaging its cargo sacks, and we could use it to make
So
new traps.
hard.
Set up a
Could you
portal.
override it?
Huh?
Make it a
You override it?
contract.
You can't.
Sounds like a plan.
I don't think you can override it and then kill it. I think that might break the override.
You mentioned your people needed food.
We lost most of it when we ran away from the Tenakth.
Shit.
Oh,
Well,
oops.
You said you lost your gear?
I thought there was a way to
Yes.
make them talk
Can't be
faster.
sure where it
Right,
is
not just skip the
since
whole
that's
thing.
what
Yeah,
gave
I
us the
thought we
runaround.
used to do that.
But I have a general idea. It's all in the contract. If you can get that gear back,
Yeah, I know.
we'd at least be able
I
to
must
set
be
up
thinking
camp.
of a different game. I might be thinking of Elden Ring.
No, you definitely sped it up
Take
at
a
some
look,
point.
sounds
Like
like
last
it.
time we recorded, I remember you like boop 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 pressing the button and just like going faster, but
I have to get going.
I don't know.
Good luck to us both.
Never see it to knock again. I'll count myself.
Alright, so we've got her salvage contracts. That bellowback, man. That one's gonna be hard. I say let's just go for that one first.
Yeah, fuck it.
Just
'Cause
because
if- hey-
the other ones I think will be like calm down time.
I was gonna say, or if this one goes real bad, like at least we've committed to being like, okay, we're gonna just feel out this recording session.
But yeah, honestly, like if this goes really bad south, we can just be like, well, let's just stop.
We're gonna be like, we're done, and we'll start a fresh start next time with the remaining contract sort of deal.
Right.
Can we just pay them a visit at the lights real quick before we next time, or before we go to the quest, since
Yeah.
we're gonna next time soon anyway?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Hey, always get my
Good.
way. God, that is
Gorgeous. man.
beautiful. It wasn't this many lights last time, right?
I think it was, but it was a cutscene, so like.
Oh, fair.
And then I don't know. We may have teleported away.
Yeah.
Like maybe we didn't appreciate it so good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a gorgeous scene, even with horrible machines coming up to
Yeah, we're actually gonna.
tickle your booty.
leave.
I'm gonna go this way.
Yeah,
actually.
we're actually gonna leave.
Weird that there's no
I just wanted to
lights
go
this
find
way,
our
huh?
friends and talk to them, honestly. Like, I just wanted to find the Three Stooges more than anything.
Did they stick around here?
I don't know. What's that quest?
That ruins. You can like explore ruins and usually.
Well, I don't know if we can go back to talk to them. It's okay. I just was curious more than anything.
Yeah.
Well,
okay.
should we call him Bessie?
That might actually be a smart idea.
May as well use her, you know?
Yeah. Well, my worry is always that like machines can be
See
anywhere.
if you can help me find those
Bro.
rations Runda needs.
Oh,
Oh, you need a bristleback for one of these quests. So we're actually kind of.
Interesting.
Mission should be close by. I should look at the contract just
I
to be
see
sure.
it.
yeah. Let's leave Bessie back.
Yeah, because that's actually how we lost Rufus. Is we were
Doing one of Honda's quests.
Yeah, we were doing one of Honda's quests. It was like hunt X machine, and we were like, cool, we found it. And I foolishly rode like right up on it,
Runda needs that
got
little
off of
taken down with
Rufus,
its cargo sack
and
intact.
then
I'm gonna have to be careful.
you know, rest is history.
Yeah.
But yeah, next time at Tsushimi's house, we're gonna hunt this bellowback and try not to break its cargo load. Later, y'all.
Bye.
You gotta know you're in for something special. You gotta feel it in your bones. Oh, you're gonna find what you need all in time. If you're looking for it, na 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 na.